Here's some. Let me read this. What does it say? Oh, I can't read it. It's so blurred out. That's the drug smuggler right there.
Hey, what kind of drugs are in those boxes, man?
The good drugs, bro. And we're live.
What do you got in there? Hey,
Yo,
Ultra
what's
Lord.
up? What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Somnium
Neon.
Show. We're out here
Just say
at
no.
OMG
Death-
ULTRA
death
with
is
Wolf of
neon.
Blast, R-Dub, and Artific.
Oh, near. Death is near.
Yo,
Okay.
death is near, man. The end is nigh. The end is nigh. Yo,
That
what's
sounds
up,
like a
guys?
good
Yo,
band
let's
name.
go
Neon
to like a
Death.
fire
Yeah.
and warm up. Get some some warmth. Where's the fires? Yo, I think there was a dumpster on fire here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Yo, let's warm up, guys. Let's warm up. Wait, there's another one here. Oh shoot. Great.
Music you use gets old after.
Yo, I'm
Wow,
back.
yeah. I
What's
think.
up? What's up, guys? Yo, so how's
Hey,
life?
What's
you
all
been
this
up to?
drugs
It's
over
kinda
here?
nice having a little background music.
This? Yeah, bro. It's Philadelphia all over again.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we don't hear you, Ultra.
Oh, you
You're
can't hear
saying
me?
anything.
He's not. He's
Hold
too
on.
drugged
Looks
out.
like he's trying to talk.
Drugged out. Yo.
You've been sampling your own
Can you
wares
hear
there
me?
too
Nah,
much, Ultra
man.
Lord?
Bro, you don't get
There you
high
go.
on
Oh,
your
yeah,
on your
yeah, I hear you now.
own supply, bro. Rule
You're way too
number
quiet.
one,
Okay.
bro. Trapping. Yo, so how's life,
Number
guys?
one. Pretty good. Pretty good.
What you been
How
up
are
to?
you, R-Dub?
Good.
Yo, so,
No.
man, I've been
have I
looking
been up?
into this whole Bob Lazar dude, right? And yo, I think he's a
Yeah.
liar. Yo, I think he's actually a liar.
Oh, a lot of people
Yeah.
think that.
Yeah, bro. It turns out he used to run a brothel. Do you believe that?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that one.
Yeah, bro. He got caught doing that.
Well,
It's like, yo,
just
how
a
is
little
this
side job.
Yo, it feels like
That's
some
just a little
like
side
CIA like psyop, how you know, and they got this James Corbell guy, and bro, I don't like that guy. I just, he's so like weird, bro. You know, like he's just like hilarious the way he acts. He's like a child.
I don't know
What
who
would
that
be the
is.
purpose?
James
What
He's
would
Corbell.
the
be
whole.
the purpose of
He's
coming
like
out
the
and saying-
face of disclosure. Like when you think of like like UFOs are like real, and the government's explaining that oh yeah UFOs are real, bro. You think of this guy. He's made himself the de facto face of like the whole public disclosure dialogue on UFOs.
That's the guy that came like a couple of months ago. Is that one?
No,
Or
no,
is
you
it
mean the
someone?
bald guy that was doing like a.
Yeah.
So it was the guy before that. He's got like a bunch of tattoos, and he's got a white beard, and he talks like
Oh,
really
I
excited
no
and fast.
idea.
He's like, "Ooh, yeah, UFOs!" Woo, 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 woo." It's like, bro, chill. So yeah, man.
What
I was
do you think's the point? What's the point of saying, yeah, we got some UFOs and we've been studying them for years and this and that? You know, what's the point really?
bro, the point
What are
is
they trying to
to make money off of wars. So if they can make an infinite
okay.
war, right, and at the same time like get everyone to give up their freedoms and rights in exchange for
do you-
safety, then yeah, it's win-win
Do you
for
think
them.
that they need aliens to make wars? I don't know. I think they're
No.
pretty good. We've
We've got an upcoming
That's
civil
true.
war, I think, anyway.
No,
'cause
I don't.
instead of
I
this
actually
all that-
think Trump is gonna win, bro. I think he's gonna win, man.
they're not gonna let him. They're not gonna let
I
him
think
win.
they are. I
They'll-
think they are,
They'll
bro.
fix it no matter what.
I think they are, bro.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
But it would just suck if like the
He-
country was so bad that even he couldn't like do anything, and then they blame
Unless
him.
they bought him out, maybe they threaten his family or something.
Yeah, they
So
do.
you
it, eh?
play nice, or you're dead.
Politics.
Okay, hey, make America great. Well, don't make America great. That's what
Yeah.
he's going to say. Make America terrible. Yay. Trump.
Yeah.
And if he can be bought out or threatened, that's bad.
Everyone
I'll have
can
to
be,
move
bro.
to Move somewhere free like Afghanistan or something like
Yeah, move to the desert. They can't get you there.
Yeah.
Oh. They will.
Free
They
to do
stop
as you
care.
please.
caring.
Yeah, so that's kind of been like, I actually believed him. You know, I thought, hey, maybe this Bob Lazar guy. But bro, the more you look into him, it's like, yo, you know what I mean? I don't think he's legit. I think he's a liar, and he's profiting
evidence
off
was
the
pretty
lie.
Joe
good,
Rogan.
Yeah, you know.
but he's been
You see
he's
that,
been
Joe
saying that
Rogan?
Yeah, I
stuff
saw
for
that,
many
yeah.
years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what?
He
Like
has.
he's just gotten really good at the lie. Like, you know, maybe he's said the lie enough times that maybe even he believes it.
Yeah.
Like, you know?
Well, if he's a pathological liar, it would make sense. 'Cause he doesn't seem to have gained anything by telling these lies. He hasn't like made it.
Yeah, he has, bro.
Nothing's
he's-
happened.
Oh, has
Yo,
he?
he's made a lot of cash, man. Every time you see him on a show,
Oh.
he gets paid. Every time he goes to do a talk,
Oh.
he gets paid. Bro, he's selling
That's
like
true.
like the
Lectures and
pictures
stuff.
that he originally made, he's making them again and selling them for like 89 bucks online. It's like, yo, he is. He's making like a good amount of cash from it. It's like a career. So yeah.
All right.
Well,
Well then.
Maybe he
Stand corrected.
had good intentions at first, and then he didn't get the desired results, and he said, fuck it, I'm just gonna make some money. You know, might as well just make some money out of it.
So yo,
I'll
you
give
guys
up.
think he's like saying the truth? You seem to be
I don't know.
really no? Do you know?
No, I've never believed it.
Yeah. I
I
believed
don't
it.
know,
though.
it sounds a
Extraordinary
little bit
claims
too-
require extraordinary evidence.
Yeah,
and
that's a good
there's
point.
It's
Yeah.
not.
It's,
good
yeah, I don't
evidence.
really
Artific,
believe him either.
what do you think, bro? Do you think like the UFO disclosure is legit, or is it like a psyop?
Yeah, I honestly I don't know. But it's interesting to see that the people that you know, like people that believed it before, you know, it got more public and Congress hearing and stuff like that, are now not believing in it. Or, like, believing in the class. So
That's
yeah,
hilarious.
yeah, they can pretty much manipulate us however they want.
That's a good point, man.
Maybe-
That's a good point.
Maybe the idea was this. Maybe the idea was just to see how much people will believe. You know, see if they'll believe it or not.
I think people
then
will
they could
believe
go on
Like,
anything
what-
now.
Some
Yeah,
other
like
big
what
lie.
what I think is that like if you would have like all this power and then like there are all this information leaking and you don't want people to know the truth and you can't stop it like so then you need to just create a lot of you know
Yeah, like
other information
misdirection.
that are like some less crazy, some more crazy, and so on. So then no one knows what to believe.
Yeah.
You know, look
I think
over
it's
here
pretty
and
good
not over
strategy.
there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so you know, like
Reflection.
conspiracy theories, some of them have been proven true. You can look at in history, but yeah, you know, I think most of it is false, but some of it is true, and no one knows.
Yeah, that's the whole
Yes,
point, right?
and
What's true,
yeah,
what's not
basically,
true.
yeah, and it's super hard to distinguish what's what. Yeah, and actually, even like then you get to a point where like you don't know what to believe in, and
Yeah.
that seems to be a point where you know, if you would be that powerful person that have all this money and so on, then you would want people to be in the position where they don't know like they are really like yeah, just pointless because you know there's just so many things and you have no way how to distinguish truth from
Yeah,
false,
just exhaust them.
especially in these complicated things. So
Yeah. It's getting
Yeah,
harder
I
and
don't
harder to
know.
do anymore. You know, with
We need to- we
AI
need to
and
learn
with,
how
with
to
people
live
lying all
in-
the time.
cyberpunk future,
Yeah.
it's coming.
Yeah. How do we
We have
Do
to
you-
save
do you
parse
think-
information?
Do you think the 47 crash was real, or do you think that was something staged too?
I think it was staged. I think it was staged too.
Do you?
Yeah.
Huh. Sure brought a lot of people out there to snoop around. If it was staged, they They're just drawing attention to themselves, you know?
Yeah, man, but like, why would they even allow it? And then there's the whole deal where, like, when it crashed, they literally wrote, "Oh yeah, it's a UFO," and then they changed the story.
They changed it.
Yeah, and you know what I mean? Then they're giving out all these like weird materials and this and all that, and you know, it's like you don't know what's
Yeah.
true or not, and if it happened or not. And yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I used to think it was like legit, right? You know, but I don't know anymore. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's Roswell. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, Roswell.
I mean, what if it was actually the more likely scenario is that it was actually an experimental craft, right?
That's
And then because it makes sense that they would actually be like, "Oh yeah, it's a UFO," right? Instead of actually saying it's an experimental craft. Yeah, that's what I actually think. I think it was like some like next, like I think it like because before that there was Project Paperclip, right? They brought the Nazis over, and then that's where you have the whole UFO stuff beginning, right? So I kind of feel like it's a cover for what they're trying to actually do.
They do work on a lot of wild things. Have you ever seen a flying V? It's an experimental aircraft they had a long time ago. It's just like a giant boomerang shaped plane.
Yeah,
sort
I've
of like
seen
the
like a concept of it. I
the
think.
V1 or so. I saw one out west one time.
Like
We were
a
driving
real
down
one?
the highway, and yeah, I said, "What the hell?" It's huge, great big old flying V.
Bro, you know, like the first original like UFOs that were actually like reported like matched that description. Like there were like these like saucepans that were silver, right? The color of the actual
Yeah.
plane. Yeah. So it makes me think about
Yeah,
it.
well, that's what Kenneth Arnold said when he spotted that one by Mount Rainier. This saucers by Mount Rainier. He said everybody thinks they were saucer shaped, but they weren't. They were like you said, like sort of boomerang shaped, delta shaped. He called it.
Yeah, exactly. Interesting. Yeah, there was even like a recent UFO video that was actually released by the military, where it shows like just this weird. It doesn't even look like a UFO. It looks more like a drone, like this weird like it's like this, and it has like a bunch of like things that stick out from underneath, and it's just floating around, and they couldn't see it unless they were using heat vision to actually see it. So it's like
wow.
now like it's becoming like a normal thing. Oh, there's UFOs, and it's like boom, boom, boom. Here's one. Here's one. Here's one. So I don't know, man. You know.
Hey, just think. I mean, all they have to do is fly at night. How many people actually look up at night? You know, look around for things at night. Not very many people, unless it's lit up. You know, if it lights up or something.
Yeah.
But it could fly all kind of stuff at night.
Yep.
Or out west where there's nobody for
yeah.
miles and miles.
If there's no
Yeah, I have
lights
to
on
go.
the craft.
Sorry,
Yo,
guys.
peace, Artific.
Oh,
Okay, let's go
Have
to
a great
see.
night.
See you,
It was good
Artific.
seeing
see
you.
you later.
You too.
See you guys. Bye.
See you later. You know, some of this wild aircraft we have, you wonder like, did we copy after the real UFOs? Or do we copy them and say, hey, that sort of works. Let's try to build one of those.
Yeah.
Or they all experimental craft.
Well,
you
it
know?
seems like all of the experimental craft have this thing with spinning. Like, you know, this thing has to actually spin. There's like the Nazi bell. So something with torsion, like the actual like
Yeah,
warping of space-time.
Like those.
Yeah.
I thought it just helped with
Right
the
there.
equilibrium of the craft, made it able to steer in sharper turns and things like that.
I mean, the turns that these things do are impossible. Like the way
Yeah.
they move, it's like they're not using any normal form of propulsion. They're not like they're warping space-time. That's the only way that they're actually like the UFO isn't actually going anywhere. What's actually going on is the space around it is actually like moving around. So that's what I think is going on. But yo, it's all just speculation, right? At the end of the day,
Sure.
what do we really know until
The
we've been
forces
told?
on the way they move too, with inertia. You know, if it's going like this and all of a sudden it makes a turn like that, if there was anything alive in it, it would get
Yeah.
smushed.
It'd be
you know? It's
smashed
like
against the wall.
falling off a cliff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Liquefied. You'd be
Unless
liquefied,
they can
really.
like change inertia or gravity or something where they have control over that. Like in
There
all the
used to be a
sci-fi,
theory
they've got
where-
inertia dampeners, so you can do that.
As the craft would move along, they would actually move space with it. So they'd move their own little patch of space along with the craft, and the space would have the same qualities as it did if it was still. You know, so they just move their own little safe space along with the craft,
Yo,
which
that's
seems
crazy.
impossible to me, but who knows?
Yo, so why do you think like the aliens look like, you know, grays? Why has that become like entrenched in the psyche of humanity, like these little gray men with big eyes and
Yeah.
big heads and
Didn't that all start with Roswell though? Didn't they? I don't remember anything before
no,
that.
there
looking
was
like a little gray.
there was a couple in the 50s, I think. They were like the first
that wolf.
abductees, and they described them.
Oh,
then they
Betty and
described,
Barney Hill.
Yeah, exactly. And then they actually
and Barney Hill,
described
yeah.
one was a Nazi. He was wearing like a Nazi uniform. So it's like, what's
Oh,
going
wow.
on? I don't know. Like,
Maybe it was.
Yeah,
Maybe it was a
maybe.
Nazi. That'd be funny.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
interesting. Like the whole
Roswell was
idea.
in 1947.
Yeah. So was it before that?
1947.
No, I mean, was the Bob and Betty UFO abduction incident before that?
I don't think so. I think that was afterwards.
So,
in the
yo, do
50s
you guys
sometime.
think like the Greys
yeah,
are real,
50s.
or do you just think they're like chimps that have been experimented on? You know, and
I
like
don't
just
know.
thrown into like a saucer and let's see where they go.
It kind of falls into just UFO ideology. I mean, if I saw it,
Yeah.
I'd believe it, right? If
Yeah.
I saw a gray, if I saw a spaceship, if a spaceship came down, like, if let's say you're out camping and you saw this thing in the sky, and then you're like, holy shit, what is that? And then it like came down and like landed, and like a little door opened, and a little guy walked out, and he's like, come on, let's go. Would you go with him?
No, no, bro. You don't get into a vehicle
I
with a
don't think so.
stranger. Like that's like the first thing you learn when you're a little kid.
No, but
I'd say,
think of how
"Oh,
much
well,
you'd
maybe
learn.
later."
Even if you didn't come
Maybe
back,
later.
you'd like know so much, right? Especially if you could
It'd be real
communicate with them. You could
tempting
ask
to
them all
me.
kinds of
To me, it'd be
questions,
really
like go on a
tempting.
fly. and
Getting
then you
anal
come back and
probe?
be like, dude,
That's
now I
kinda
know
weird,
for
bro.
sure, man. I was in
no.
a
I'd tell
spaceship.
them to leave that part
I
out.
met them.
I don't want the
So
full package.
you'd
I just
actually
want,
go,
you know,
bro?
the
You-
tourist
You'd
tour.
actually do it?
I would. I think I'd go. I mean, it'd be scary, but if you trust them, like why? Yeah, if they wanted you, they
how
would just
could you?
take you. So they're inviting you. It seems like they're friendly enough that
Hmm.
they'd bring you back, right?
Maybe.
Well, bro, they'd have to
Yeah.
like have like a bunch of candy, like yo, you know what I mean, to entice me. You know what I mean? Like,
We
look,
have
we have
pizza,
chocolate,
pizza and beer,
come here.
pizza and beer.
I'd be like, okay.
Um,
Have me back by 9.
Joyriding with a bunch of.
I just read this cool book called The Hail Mary Project. Have you heard of it?
No,
It's,
what's that?
Andy Weir, who wrote The Martian. He wrote The Martian. but
Martian, yeah.
His new book's called The Hail Mary Project. It's cool. Cool story. There's an alien that this guy meets. I don't want to spoil it for you, but
Like, is the alien
I
a
don't know.
gray?
If you like it's no. Mm, I don't want to tell you too much, or I could if you don't care, but
No, actually, I want to read the
It's a
book.
good
It sounds
story.
really good.
Yeah.
yeah, it's
when
good.
I was in junior high school, I was really into UFOs. I bought every book they had on UFOs until every one, they started to repeat the stories because they only had so many stories. I had bookshelves full of UFO books because I saw one time and it really got my interest going.
Really?
You know,
You
it's
saw a UFO?
yeah, and turned out some kid that in the next neighborhood saw it too. Some guy I went to school with saw it the same day.
What did it
It
look
was really
like?
strange. Well, it was far away, so it didn't look like much, just like an oval light. But we were driving home. My mom and dad were driving me home, and I noticed this star or whatever it was outside, and I noticed it sort of was going the same direction we were. It was moving, So when we got home, I had a little small hand telescope. I got it out and looked at it and everything. By then, it just stopped, and it was just perfectly still, just not doing a thing.
What did it was just like
And
a
I
light? Like a ball of light?
A sort of oval light. And I couldn't see any details. It was really far away. But it just stood there and did nothing. I watched it for a while and I said, well, I give up. I'm going to go inside. And I went inside and I looked out the blind every now and then and it was still there,
You know,
still hovering out
it's
there.
really like weird how like if you saw anything like this, if you were in Syria or Saudi Arabia or maybe even Vietnam, or you know what I mean, like anywhere in the third world, bro, if you saw a thing like that, bro, you wouldn't say it's a UFO. Like if you were in Arabia, you'd be like, yo, that's like some jinni stuff. There are like jinns doing their little jinni things, like, you know what I mean? But you wouldn't say it's a UFO.
Yeah.
Like, so
But didn't they fly around in craft too? Didn't they fly around?
no, they can
Or did
like they can like do whatever they want, bro. They're not bound
They're
by
like,
like the
yeah.
physical reality. They're like made of smokeless fire, and
Okay.
yeah, but they can be good or, and bad. Like when you actually like look into the whole Jinn thing, it's like so broad because there's like they're not. It's not like they're like a species called the Jinn. No, it's just a word for like many species that we can't
Yeah.
see. There are good ones and bad ones, and more like
It's like-
spirits or fairies. The closest thing are like, yeah, like the fairy
Fairies, yeah.
folk. Yeah.
And we
that's
have
the
so many
closest
things
thing.
like that too. And demons. I mean, there are so many different kinds of demons. There are whole books written on demonology, but there's not just one. And like you said, fairies and pixies and elves and dwarves and
Yo, and
all
gnomes.
these things.
Gnomes, bro. Yo, come on,
Gnomes.
gnomes, bro. I think gnomes are
They're
real,
big in
bro.
Scandinavia.
Yeah, like I
Are
think
they?
they're legit.
Really?
Yo, so like, how come you call it a UFO, but let's say if you were
Mm-hmm.
in Arabia, you'd say, oh man, that's like jinn, right?
Because that's the way you were raised.
So what if it wasn't a
way you're
UFO?
raised.
What
That's
if
what
it
you're
was
exposed to.
actually jinn, bro?
Could be. It's you means unidentified.
Yeah, true.
So
yeah,
you don't
okay,
know.
you-
It could be.
you-
It
you
could
got
be a
me there.
flying basketball.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ardub, yo, do you believe in the fairy folk? What? It's legit. It's a real like, bro. It's like part of the religion that I've
Just,
got. The
I
fairy
guess
folk.
like what pops into my mind when you say that is like a little like Tinkerbell or something. I
Yeah,
don't. That
you know?
I don't.
Bro,
no.
yo, like, yo,
I
if
think
you
it's
say,
more-
bro, if you say you don't believe in fairies, they become weaker and die. You have to say, I do believe in fairies. I do believe in fairies. I do, and then you'll begin
do
to
believe
fly,
in
bro, like in Peter Pan.
Huh? You will?
Do you guys watch Peter
Oh.
Pan? It's like,
I
I
think
do
you have to
believe
be like in an
fairies.
altered state of consciousness to see them.
Why?
Because that's
They're on a
that's where
different
I've seen
plane,
them.
different plane of existence than we are.
Like the
So
fourth
they
dimension?
They only appear if they want to appear. I believe. If
Bro,
they
in the
exist at all.
Flintstones, there was like an alien like that. Do you guys like remember that?
This
He
is
would just like
Flintstones
appear
in Disneyland
Oh,
book.
out of the blue, and he'd
Is
like.
that where you
"Frick."
get your
right, man.
information?
Yeah,
What was
what
his
is
name?
it? I don't
Is that
remember.
where you get your info? Well, in Disneyland,
Where
it's
else
supposed
was
to be
Kazoo
like
or
this.
something?
Kazoo, yeah, some like.
What is his name?
Yeah, Kazoo. He's like green and he's like, oh,
The great
Earthman. Bro, like yo, I'm telling you, in Superman too, there's a
yeah.
dude who's like that. So yo, it's not a coincidence, man. These are like,
No.
yeah. I think imagination is real. Do you think the human imagination is real? Like it exists on a plane of reality, like some imaginescape, like the Imagineverse.
It's a part of our mind. It's a different part of our mind. You mean the things we imagine? And
Like
you think the
everything
things
we imagine
are on a
is
different plane?
based off what we see and perceive. Like you can't imagine really anything new. What's new is the combination of things you know, and then you create a thing that's new, but it's never from like anything new. So
Nothing
I don't
original.
know about that.
I don't know.
You've done DMT before, right? Where
Yeah.
You see things in DMT that like you can't imagine. You could imagine that they're so strange, and you can't explain it. You couldn't paint it. It's like so foreign. That seems like
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know. That goes against what you're saying. Or there's the idea of like what's it called? Like morphogenetic resonance or something,
yeah,
where
yeah.
like like if like the first time someone did DMT, no one had ever done it before, but as more and more people do it, there becomes like this field that
emotional.
you kind
feeling,
of
yeah.
tap into like all of the other experiences anyone has ever
Like people
had,
leave like
or
like a
like
residue.
ayahuasca or something. It's like all like snakes and jaguars and jungle, and like that's like the imagery you get, because like that's where it all started.
Yeah, yeah. There, like, I've actually like read about that. It's interesting because like it's also applicable to biology. Like, if you look at the whole idea is like if you look at a salamander, right? A salamander can grow its tail, and like there's like
Yeah.
like there's an idea of a salamander, and it's kind of like tapping into the idea of a salamander. You know what I mean? Like the way it has a tail.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think like there's a
Call it
bunch of
nature,
studies that were actually done like I can't remember them. Like there were some interesting ones they actually did that like proved a lot of it. That yes, there is a morphogenetic field, bro. That like what if, bro,
Would
like there's a
explain a lot.
blueprint for like human beings, like you know two
There
legs
had to be.
and two arms, and
Yeah.
and it kind of like arises.
I don't
But
know.
I think about that.
They
Then
say
I think
that
about
sometimes.
yeah.
You know how when people lose an arm or a leg, they can still feel it, like that phantom limb
Yeah.
kind of feeling.
Oh, yeah.
They claim they can still feel their arm,
Yeah,
even
like
though it's
they're-
not there anymore.
Yeah.
What do you
of
think
nature, like
Nikola
we have
Tesla
two cats.
got all his ideas? Yeah.
Oh, Nikola
Okay,
Tesla.
go on, I'm
I
sorry.
was just thinking
Cats?
yeah, we got two kittens a few years ago, and they were abandoned as kittens. Someone found them, and they raised them, and we took them. But a cat knows how to be a cat. We didn't have to teach it anything. It acts just like
yeah.
any other cat. How does it know how to hunt? How does it know how to do the
Genetics.
cat moves? It's just like it.
How does it even know it has to eat?
Genetics
or, yeah.
Genetics.
Yeah, but that's
genetics,
like to me
bro.
that's
Genetic
like the
memory.
morphogenetic field. Like it just has all the experience of past cats, so it like instinctually knows how to like hunt, crouch down and the moves it does. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we have some
prey and
sort of a genetic memory. It's printed. in our
It's called
DNA, and it's just
epigenetics. It's
it's
the
like a
expression
plan.
of
It's,
genes.
it's
yeah.
a map.
Yeah, but
it says this is what you do.
But
You
the thing
eat,
is
you
bro,
sleep,
like,
you
how does
make-
DNA form? Like yo, bro, like you reminded me. They actually like, they put DNA, right, and they were actually able to remove the DNA, but the molecules that were still in the solution formed a spiral. Like DNA left an imprint on the space that it was actually in.
Oh.
So yeah,
Wow.
I think it kind of like ties
Like
into
it tried. It tried to become DNA, or it tried to.
No, but like,
form new
but
DNA
like, yo,
or-
if time and space are like one fabric of reality, right? And you're made of time and space. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, you leave an imprint on reality itself, like the warp that you make around you, the energetic field. Fascinating. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think that's a thing too. The energetic field created by people. You ever, when you're in a crowd of people, you can just feel the energy,
you
even
can feel
even
the
if they're
heat,
just
yeah.
not doing anything. Yeah, and
Yeah.
like mobs go crazy. Two or three people go crazy, and they all go crazy.
Yeah.
Yay! Must be something up. Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, I've wondered this
Follow
for
the
like a
leader.
while, but yo, how come women have long hair? Like, why? Like, why is that like a thing? Like, why is that like a cultural thing? I read it like a hypothesis that it's so the baby can cling to the mother's hair when she swims, or you know what I mean? It kind of provides.
Or when she's on her back, or when
something,
you're on her
something like
back,
that.
maybe.
well,
Like when they carry
natural
them in
hair is
papoose.
long hair is natural. Everyone would have
Yeah.
long hair. The question is, why do men have short hair?
Yeah. I think for
My
war.
hair used to be
I think it's
about down
war
to my
fighting.
elbows.
working
Yeah.
hard, hunting. Like it gets in the way, right?
Yeah.
So, kind of.
Do you think hair
trying to
like
change all
makes
that
you
now.
more psychic? Is that like real? Like if you have long hair, your psychic ability, like it works like some kind of an antenna, like the whiskers of a cat or something?
I don't think so.
Have you ever had long hair?
No. Have you?
Not super long, pretty long.
Yo,
I
you
didn't
have,
notice any
bro.
difference. It just got in my face
Yeah.
a lot.
Yo,
I had
for real?
it was pretty darn long.
What's it like to have long hair? I've never experienced it myself.
It's a pain in the ass. You're always getting it caught in car doors and snagged on stuff, and you
Yeah.
you have to comb it all constantly. It's no fun. It's much easier being bald. Much easier.
Yeah. Easier.
Fascinating,
Yeah,
guys.
like
It's easy to be bald.
One
though.
girl in
It's hard to have
a
long
parking
hair.
lot one time, some girl said, "Why don't you go soak your head in fabric softener?" Because my hair was real long and it was white. I mean, wide and frizzy. You know, it stood out pretty far. It was like a giant afro. You know,
I would like
down
to
to
see
my
that.
elbows. He said, "Well, you can soak your head in fabric softener." And as soon as I'd go to work, they said, "Tie your hair up." Tie your hair up. But it was a fact. I could understand that because it was a factory. They didn't want me to get it caught in machinery or nothing, you know. That made sense.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's dangerous to have long hair when you
Yeah.
think about it.
Awesome, guys. Yo, I think I'm
I
gonna
guess-
finish up this
Yeah.
episode.
Okay.
Any
There you go.
closing thoughts, guys? Anything you guys want to say?
I hope we don't go extinct
Well,
too soon.
Yeah, me too, man.
As they say, the more you know, the more you know you don't know what you know. You know. That's what Gong says.
Damn right.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Call
Keep
it. Talk
The more
to
you
me.
know, the more you
Keep
don't
learning,
know what
baby,
you
keep
know.
learning. Thank you guys for joining us on the Somnium Show. Remember, everyone, keep
bye.
learning and growing. Woo! And have a wonderful
Keep
night.
an open
Have
mind.
a wonderful night. Peace.
Keep learning.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
See
Hopefully.
you guys later.